Hi Digital Photo, Miss Stevens here. We're going to start having weekly, maybe even more regular video announcements, and we'll use these video announcements to make sure that you know what you should be working on, what's coming up, and we'll kind of use it as a way to start off FlexLab. So it might be helpful for you to go ahead and grab your notebook. Feel free to hit pause in this video. What this video is going to cover is what was due last week and where you should be at, what is due this week and how to start, and then finally just some tips and tricks for the class. So go ahead and make sure you have your notebook. Remember, it's always okay to hit pause in the video, and then I'm going to run you through how to get going this week. Alright, so when you're ready, you'll go ahead and always find an announcement at the start of the week. And this week in the announcement, you'll find instructions for how to do the critique for last week's bad photos. So last week you should have handed in your Google slideshow for bad photos, which is found in Unit 2, and you should have created a Google slideshow and given us the Can Edit link. So in that unit you can find the link to the discussion board. You can also find the discussion board over here on the left. But you should have gone ahead and posted your Can Comment link, and if anybody has trouble accessing your photos, it's because you didn't share the correct link or you need to have the Can Comment on. If you need help with that, you can find all the information you need back in Unit 2 and how to turn in your bad photo assignment with Google Slides. So if you haven't read this closely yet, this is really, really important. It includes how to get the shareable link. And most importantly, there's a cat GIF in there, so make sure you find that. So that's what was due last week. You should have had at least 5 photos, and each one of your photos should have included a description. Keep a close eye on your comments and feedback this week. If I had any problems or you didn't meet the requirements, you will be asked to go and reshoot. So always keep an eye on your comments, and if you're not sure what something means, let me know and email me for help. So that's what was due last week. Let's check our calendar and see what is due this week. So we didn't have school on Monday. The first thing you want to focus on this week is the critique of the bad photos, and that's going to be done in the Google Slides. You'll open up people's photos and leave comments. You must reply to at least two photos from at least 3 photographers. So 3 people, you're going to leave comments on at least 2 photos. That'll be a total of 6 comments. If you go above and beyond, I always make a note of that and I reward it later. Make sure your comments are very, very positive this time. Next week we'll focus on giving a complete critique. We'll offer constructive feedback and positive feedback, but this time we're just going to get used to the system, so just positive feedback this time. So once you get your critiques done and those responses are due by the end of the day, Thursday, you can go ahead and start on item 2 in Unit 2. So this is going to be all about light. Light and shadows and darkness and how that operates in photography. So you come back to Unit 2 and scroll down, and there's your light and dark photo folder, your photo folder. So you'll have some notes, and this is going to be a little bit beefier, a little more heavy lifting than last week. You have a couple videos in here to watch. I've also included a website that I'd like you to visit. And then finally you'll get a preview of your photo assignment and the instructions for your assignment. This is actually our second assignment. I should probably change that. You will need an egg for this assignment. So let me know if that'll be a problem. I can help you find one, I'm sure. You also have a rubric for requirements at the end of the slideshow. Once you have the egg assignment shot, and this is a good one to really slow down on, take your time and try and take some creative photos. Once you have that ready, you'll also share a Google slideshow that everyone can comment on, and then next week we're going to do critiques again. One of the best things we can do as photographers is look at other photographers' work to get ideas and inspiration. It's also a great way to improve and see what you're doing well and how you can kind of beg, borrow, and steal from other people. Art is so influenced by other art that it's always important to look and keep an eye out on things. So see if you can take some really interesting and creative photos for the egg assignment once you start thinking about it. As a reminder, make sure you're also taking notes on this section. I have been checking notebooks. If I haven't seen your notebook yet, make sure you show it to me. I do track that in my gradebook. Okay, so that's what's due this week, and you know what was due last week. So now as a reminder, you want to make sure that you are asking for help when you need it. If you don't understand a concept, you want to make sure that you're getting any technical questions answered. And most importantly, the best thing you can do is just stay really persistent, right? Art is about revision, it's about trial and error. It is a great place to practice your growth mindset, and most importantly, it's a great place for mentorship. So ask for help. I'm always here to support you, and if you want to do your photos during FlexLab one week, we can talk about that as well. So if you have any questions, please let me know. You can always find my email address at the top of the announcements page. It's right there, cathris@psdschools.org. You can text me during school hours and you can call me. I'm 100% here to help you. I am really excited to see your egg photos this week and get everybody on track this week. If you are not caught up yet, you should have met with me today. And if you didn't meet with me today, please send me an email. Hang in there, keep up the great work, and thank you for being a wonderful class.